Hello everyone, it's me Uncle John. Today I am going to read S5 5073 Shipwreck Part 3, The Winners. Dear first grade journal, 18 facts. I got 18 facts. I can't wait to choose my part in the play. This is going to be the time of my life, I tell you. Two more kids are sick from school today. Plus, Lenny just went to the nurse. Sheldon is wearing sandwich bags on his hands today. It is to keep jobs off, I believe. Just then Mr. Scary finished taking attendance, and he said to please put our journals away. As you can see, we are missing 3 more classmates today, he said, kind of frustrated. It's going to be hard to do play with so many people absent, but we'll keep our fingers crossed that our classmates will be back in time to participate. Just then we heard a rustly sound. Sheldon was crossing his fingers inside his sandwich bag. After he got done, he waved to Mr. Scary, very pleasant. Mr. Scary looked at him for a real long time. Then he waved back. Finally, he stood up and walked to the board. Boys and girls, I thought it'd be fun to base a play on the facts you gathered for homework, he said. He picked up the chalk. If you have a fact you'd like to share, raise your hand, and I'll write it on the board. Then when we have listed all our facts, you can choose our play parts. Now, who'd like to go first? Who shut his hand in the speedy fast? I have a poem. Then he jumped right up. He started to read. In 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. He had 3 ships and left from Spain. He sailed through sunshine, wind, and rain. He smiled. Nice, Jose. That's a great poem you found. Let's see how many facts we can find there. Columbus was a sailor. He had 3 ships. He sailed from Spain. The year was 1492. Just then, Sheldon started waving his plastic hands very urgent. I know the names of the ships, he called out. They are the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. Excellent job, Sheldon, Mr. Scary said. He printed the names on the board. Nina, Pinta, Santa Maria. Then Mr. Scary started to call on someone else. Sheldon stood up and read more from his paper. Columbus sailed across the Atlantic Ocean. He landed on some islands near America. He read. Mr. Scary added the new facts to the list. Sailed the Atlantic Ocean. Arrived in islands near America. Okay, well, thank you again, Sheldon. Now I think we should let someone else have her. Sheldon interrupted. My Uncle Vaughn sailed to an island once. He came back with a woman named Bunny. Sheldon kept on standing there. And Bunny has tattoo, he said. After that, Mr. Scary hurried to Sheldon's desk, and he put him back in his chair. May went next. My fact is about the Mayflower, she said. The Mayflower is the ship that brought the Pilgrims to America. And so I'm going to be the Mayflower in our Columbus play, because both of our names start with May. Mr. Scary looked curious at her. Yes, but Mayflower didn't sail to America until over 100 years after Columbus, he said. I know it, but both of our names still start with May. Don't you get it? Yes, May, I get it, said Mr. Scary, but we can't change the history. So I'm afraid the Mayflower won't be sailing in a Columbus play. May sat down in a huff. Lucille stood right up. My fact is about the rich queen of Spain. The rich queen of Spain was named Isabella, and she gave Chris the money for the trip. So I'm going to be rich Queen Isabella in the play, because if there is one thing I know, it's how to be rich. Jose raised his hand. You shouldn't call him Chris, Rocio. In Spain, they called him Cristobal Colon. Cristobal? Whatever. She said a queen can call you whatever she wants to. She fluffed her hair and sat down. That's when I springed up. Now I waved my paper all around. 18 facts? I have 18 facts, I said real happy. And so listen to this. People, the Nina was the smallest ship, and the Pinta was the fastest ship, and the Santa Maria was a big old tub. Mr. Scary winked at me. Those are outstanding ship facts, Junie B, said Mr. Scary. Great job. He printed them on the board. And guess what? Shirley told him even more ship facts. So that's how the whole rest of the morning kept going. Room 1 kept on telling him facts. Mr. Skitty kept on writing them down. We had told him every fact in the book. Then, that's when the funniest part of what happened. Mr. Skitty walked around the room. He counted how many facts each of us had listed on our paper. Wait till you hear this. We have a tie because me and my friend Jose both had 18 facts. We jumped out of our seats and gave each other a high five. Then I skipped around my desk, very joyful. I skipped to the pencil sharpener and back. Mr. Scary came back and shook our hand. He said we would choose our play parts when we come back from lunch. So meanwhile, we should be thinking about what parts we want. Only I already know what part I want, and it's the best is the part I can think of. Only I'm going to keep it a secret until after lunch. So nobody asked me, and I meant it. After that, I pretended to lock my lips with the make-believe key. Herb turned around. You mean you're not even going to tell me? He said, kind of disappointed. I got out my key and unlocked my lips. Okay, except for I will just tell Herb and that's all. I licked my lips again. I locked my lips again. Jose frowned at me. Okay, plus, also I will tell Jose, but that's my final offer and I mean it. Shirley did a big huffy. Okay, fine, Shirley. When Sheldon raised his hand and pointed to himself, all of the other children pointed to themselves too. So that day at lunch, I whispered my secret to everybody in room 1, but that was all. 6. Chapter Teamwork. After we got back from recess, Mr. Skitty went back to the board. Okay, everyone, it's time for the big event, he said. We're going to begin choosing our play parts now. We'll start with Junie B and Jose. Are you two ready to go? Ready? Holler, Jose. Yeah, ready. And guess what else, Mr. Skitty? I'm even going to let Jose go first, because that would be very polite of me. Jose already told me that he wants to be Columbus, and I don't. So being polite will work out beautifully this time. I pointed at Jose. Okay, go. Looked annoyed at me, but you already told him, Junie B, I want to be Columbus. I clapped my hands, real delight. I knew it. I knew being polite would work out good this time. I want to be the Pinta, because the Pinta was the fastest ship, and the fastest. Skip to the pen sharpener and backwards. Please stop doing that. Being the Pinta is fine, Junie B, but you do understand that our ships will not be racing, right? All three of us, our ships will be arriving together. I did a little frown. Yeah, only that's not how I actually had it painted in my head. I said, because a race will be more exciting, I think. Maybe I will just arrive a little bit first, like by an inch or a foot, or in half an hour possibly. Shook his head. No, this play is not about stars or winners. It's about teamwork. You're more than welcome to be the Pinta, Junibi, but you can arrive before the other ships. Got it? I did a big sigh. Got it. I said, kind of glum, scribbled my name next to the Pinta. He called on the other children to choose their play parts too. Rich Queen Isabel and Camille chose the Atlantic Ocean. Then my bestest friend Herbert chose to be land. And that's the important role of almost, because without land, you can actually land probably. Herb, lots of other children picked the part too. Finally, it was my May's turn. Had to go last because all the facts are about the dumb Mayflower, not about Columbus. Grouchy, all the good roads are already taken, so I guess I have to be the tubby old Santa Maria, she grumped. Runner name on the board. Santa Maria is an excellent choice. Santa Maria was the biggest ship. Carried Columbus, you know. It did, she said. It really did. I bet you didn't know that either. Did you, Junie Jones? If you knew that, I bet you to be the Santa Maria, she said. Of course I knew that, you silly head, May. The whole entire world knew that except for you, probably. When she turned her head back to go around, I waited for a second to make sure she wasn't looking. Then I slumped down in my chair and tapped my fingers, very annoyed. Because guess what? I didn't know that. Chapter 7, Shipbuilding. Friday morning, dear first grade journal. We've been working on our play for the whole entire week. We already wrote some of our words. I'm gonna say land. Land. We landed on land. Only bad news. On account of Herbert Island. Today Herbert got sick with the virus. So now, what am I supposed to do? Just sail around and around the whole livelong day without land explorers and nothing. The bell rang for school to start, so I quick put away my journal. And I got ready to work on the play some more, 'cause hooray, hooray, we're making a costume. Mr. Scary got us costume supplies from boxes he brought from home. He gave me and May cardboard to make a ship. Also he gave us ship pattern. He gave Sheldon a ship pattern too. Because guess what? Sheldon was going to be the Nina. He said he didn't even care about the Nina. With the smallest ship on account of he liked the little squiggle over the end. The little squiggle makes the Nina look special. Looks like a little bird. He smiled at that comment, then he told us how to tape our ship pieces together. Plus he showed us how to make banners and sails. I'm gonna color my ship banner red, 'cause red is my favorite color. May looked down her nose at me. I'm gonna color my ship banner gold. Gold means you are the golden best, and the Santa Maria had to be the best, or else why would Columbus choose it? Tapped on my chin, barely thinking, then I did a little grin. Maybe he liked the big old tubs. I laughed and laughed at my own joke. See, nothing wrong with that. Pretty soon Mr. Scary went to help Lucille. She was not working on her costume. My rich Nana is going to hire a sewing lady to make up my costume, she said, but she's also going to buy me a crown of fake jewel. Said, no, we are all making our costumes in class, Lucille. It's part of the project. He got an encyclopedia from the shelf. He found a picture of a Queen Isabel. Ew, she's not even cute, she said. What's that ugly head thing on her head? Look, it has ear flaps. Maybe she just got back from snowboarding, he said. Lucille started to cry. Mr. Scary said to please calm down. Then he brought her a fake velvet towel she could use for a rope, and he gave her a gold glitter to make a paper crown. Lucille stopped crying. Glitter, she said a little perkier. I get to use glitter. Glitter. After that, she got right to work on her golden crown. A little glitter can turn your whole day around. At the end of the afternoon, our costumes were almost done. Mr. Scary let us go to the front of the room and show the other children what we made. And what do you know? Lucille's crown turned out very beautiful. She looked like a real alive queen in that thing. Plus, also, I liked Camille and Chanel's ocean costume. They cut roly-poly waves at the top of a long roll of blue paper. Then, when they held it near the floor, it looked like the real ocean, sort of. Me and Sheldon and May went last. We sailed to the front of the room in our ship costume, and we introduced ourselves. I am the Pinta, and I'm the fastest ship. I told them, I'm the Santa Maria. I'm the biggest. I'm the Nina. I have a little bird on my end. Then all of the children laughed and clapped, and me and Sheldon and May sailed back to our seat. Only too bad for me, on account of May sailed way too speedy. What took you so long? Are you the pokey little Pinta? She laughed and laughed at her own joke. That's not good taste. Chapter 8, Practicing. The weekend was the longest day of my life. I kept on wanting to get back to school so I could work on the play some more. That's how come on Monday morning I ran to my desk as fast as I could. Only I couldn't even stay in my chair that good, 'cause I had someone in my seat, that's why. Finally, the bell rang for school, and then wowie, Mr. Scary took us to the auditorium to practice on a real actual stage. And that's a dream come true. My heart was thumping and pumping, and I walked up the steps. Then all of us sat down on the stage floor, and Mr. Scary got us started. Boys and girls, we're going to begin with the very first scene, where Queen Isabella meets Columbus, he said. Lucille and Jose, will you come here, please? Jose and Lucille hurried to the front. Then Mr. Scary stood them on separate sides of the stage. They walked toward each other until they met in the middle. They said their line. Hello, sailor. My name is Rich Queen Isabella. Jose did a bow. Hola, Queen Isabella. My name is Cristobal Colon. I would like to look for a new trade route to China. Can I please have some money to sail the ocean blue? Pretending to think for a second as she fluffed the fluffy hair. She pulled the fake money out of her purse. Okay, here's some money, but please bring back the change. Mr. Scary Quick raised his hand and hollered, Hold it. I don't really remember the line about bringing back the change, Lucille. Is that something new you have added? Yes, my Nana and I thought of it over the weekend. Nana says that rich people always ask for the change. Or else, how do you think they got rich? Stared at Lucy a real long time. Let's move on. He called for the actors in scene 2. Is where Columbus picks out the sailors for his trip. All of the sailors went speedy to the front of the stage. Then Jose stood on a box in front of them and he said his next line. Who would like to sail the ocean blue with me? Call out your name. Sailors called out the name. Guess what? Sinbad, Popeye, and another one was named Captain Hook. Clapped my hands very happy. This play turning out better than I thought, I said. It was time for the 3 ships. Quick grabbed Sheldon's hand and I pulled him behind me to the front of the stage. And what do you know? I got there first. Sheldon got there second, and May was last. The Pinta got here first. Pinta got here first. Hee-ho, the theory. Oh, the Pinta got here first. Mr. Scary made a mad face. Junie B, that's enough. For the very last time, this is not a race. May stuck her nose in my face. Yeah, Junie Jones, this is not a race. Not a race. Bend down between us. I'm talking to you too, May. If you two can get along, I'll find someone else to do your part. Do you both understand? I understand. Do you understand, Junie Jones? Do you? Mr. Scary stood back up. The very silent he took May to the back of the stage. And he made her sit down. I laughed and pointed and waved to her back there. The bad news, I had to sit down too. Chapter 9, Shipwrecked. Dear first grade journal, tonight is parents' night. And good news, Roger came back to school. Only now he has a little bit of cold. Only who even cares? 'Cause yay, he's going to be land. We practiced our play 3 more times today. It went very good, except for Sheldon doesn't want to sail to Jeremy Roger. Plus May kept on hugging the whole entire ocean blue. From Junie B. Finished writing, the bell rang to go home. Quick put away my journal. Skipped out of room 1 very gleeful. Only the night after I had dinner, my then daddy drove me right back there and I skipped back in again. Guess what? There were parents snooping everywhere. They were snooping at our bulletin board, snooping in our desks. They were even snooping in our test papers. All of the children had tensions in us, 'cause every test it can be a jam, you know. Then finally, Mr. Scary saved the day. He clapped his loud hands together and said it was time for the play. And then, whew, all of us got relief on our faces, and we hurried to the auditorium as fast as we could go. And we quick put on our costume, tapped on Sheldon very giggly. My stomach has a flood of flies in it. Does yours, Sheldon? Does your stomach have a flood of flies in it? Roger sneezed real loud near Sheldon's ear. Sheldon made a sick face and he quick held his nostrils again. Oh, Jummy boys. Mr. Scary made the shush sign that he smiled at us in our costume. It's showtime! He did a happy thumbs up. We did a happy thumbs up back. He opened the curtain and our Columbus play began. Walked to the middle of the stage. Hello, sailor. My name is Rich. Queen Isabella. Hola, Queen Isabella. My name is Cristobal Colon. I would like to look for a new trade route to China. Can I please have some money to sail the ocean blue? Okay, here's some money, but please bring back the change. Jose bowed to Lucille again, and Lucille curtsied to Jose, and they walked off the stage. The sailors hurried to their places. My heart pounded and pounded inside me. On account of after the sailors came the shed, with the schedule lined us up to go on stage. You 3. Then wowie wow, it was time. I swallowed very hard. Then me and May, Sheldon, I said right onto the stage and we started to say Our line, I'm the Pinta, I'm the Santa Maria. Blah blah blah. Only too bad for him, because just then Roger did another loud sneeze, and you could hear it everywhere. Sheldon scrunched his face, very disgusted, and looked back at him. I'm the Nina. And Roger shook his hands, he said. Me and May looked surprised at that line, but Mr. Scary whispered to keep on going. Jose walked out and said his next words. 3 fine ships. Just what I need to sail the ocean blue. Tomorrow we'll begin our journey. After that, Shirley walked out with a big sign. It said, Okay, now it's tomorrow. Auden did a chuckle, only I don't know why. All of us ships began to sail to Roger. There was a curvy line on the floor of the stage for us to follow. We were supposed to sail side by side, very perfect. Only just as I thought, pretty soon May tried to squeeze in front of me. And that was just plain wrong. On account of the Santa Maria was not the fastest ship, and you can't change history. Come, I had to speed up a teensy bit, only too bad for me. When I speed it up, I certainly nudged Major ship in her side, and then bam, she nudged me back hard, on purpose I mean, and crashed. The Pinta fell right off my shoulder, and I tripped over my ship. I fell right smack on the floor. Then, oh no, May tripped over my fish. She fell down right on top of me. So Sheldon almost fell too. Only he quick did a swervy and he crashed into land instead. Kaboom! All of a sudden, Roger sneezed in Sheldon's face. It went right directly up his nostril. Oh! Then he quick tried to get up. Just kept falling down again. Mr. Scary rushed onto the stage. He stood Sheldon up on his feet. Only more bad news, because Sheldon pulled away from him and then boom! Fast as a race car, he sailed straight back to Spain, down the steps and off the stage, right out the auditorium door. I did a gasp at that sight. I sat there sickish and frozen, and May sat sickish and frozen too. Because now Columbus would never get to America. It was all our fault. Chapter 10, Surprise, was the terriblest moment of my life. Looked at the side of the stage. Children had a shock in their faces. Scary had shock in his face too. Hurried over to close the stage curtain. That's when a miracle happened. Just at that exact same minute, Jose Heller, wait! Zipped fast, he jumped right into the ocean. Christopher Columbus swam to America. He did. He really did. He swam like the wind, I tell you, and he landed right on Roger. All of the audience clapped and clapped. Columbus got to America after all, and that's not all the happy news either, because the play was last night. So today, Mr. brought a delicious cake to school. We are going to have a Yay Jose party. There is just one teensy problem. Account of some of the children aren't actually speaking to me, and maybe because of what happened in the play. So lucky for me that my Jason named the Herbert got back from a virus today. You already helped me write an apology to room 1. Gonna read it after we have cake. Kind of children are in better moods if they have sugar in them. Here are the words I wrote to say, dear room 1, sorry I fell down at the play. I'm gonna take all of the blame for what happened, because that'll be the big of me, I think. And so I'm not going to mention about how I got rammed in the side by another ship real hard. Thank you for not being mad at me. You are a delightful bunch, your friend. Genevieve first grader appears in the next play. I will be mouse. On account of ships can sing, mice just float. And so mouse plays still the way to go, I think. The end.